a school beating up on you? All right, that's what I like to hear.
God has smiled on me. He has set me free. God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. God has smiled on me. He has set me free. God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was once lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. God has smiled on me. He has set me free. God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. God has smiled on me. He has set me free. Lord, you know God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. God has smiled on me. He has set me free. Lord, you know God has smiled on me. He's been. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the leadership, the elders would like to welcome you to our 10 a.m. services. Also would like to welcome you to our morning worship service, especially to those that are visiting with us this morning. If you are visiting with us or viewing us through the live streaming, you are considered our honored guests. If you are in our services here in the auditorium this morning, we would like for you to take out the card and fill it out If you're visiting in our services here this morning in the auditorium, we would like for you to take out a yellow card located directly on the pew in front of you and fill it out. To our visitors also, we would like for you to know that at the end of the services, you will be recognized, but you will not be asked to say anything. For our membership, if you would fill your cards out now while I'm speaking, and you don't have to look at me, and have them ready and pass them to the end of the aisle, we would appreciate it. That way you will not have to continually disrupt services this morning picking up cards. We really and truly appreciate it. My name is Charles Grant, and I have our announcements this morning. Again, we're so glad and so honored that you're here with us this morning. Today, January the 27th, our singles will be visiting the sick and the shut-ins. Also today at 4 p.m. for our teachers, there will be a teachers meeting today. We would appreciate it if you would be there in attendance. The elders need a count of participants planning on going to the 2019 Church of Christ Crusade. Please sign up in the foyer if you plan to attend this event. This is in reference to making ready space on the bus. They're going to travel by bus this year. That will be in June. So if you would sign up in the foyer, we'd appreciate it. There's a men's trip to Shreveport, Louisiana scheduled for February the 23rd. Also, if you're going to attend, we would appreciate if you would sign up on that sheet in the foyer also. State Steward said, please turn in any names and contact information on anyone you know that is affected by the government shutdown or any services that are available to help to those. Please turn that information into the office. The Singles Ministry at Johnson Street Church of Christ invites you to our 3rd annual Valentine's Day banquet. That's Friday, February 15th. For more information on this, please be in touch with Sister Sonia Brooks. My last announcement this morning, on February the 4th, I believe it is, the McDonald congregation will be attending services at 5 p.m. with the Catholic Church of Christ in Catholic. More will be said on this at the end of services. That's all the announcements I have for this morning. If you will, please take a songbook or just look up on the boards and join us in our song service. Again, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Good morning. Let us start off with Matching Robe and Crown. Matching Robe and Crown. If we're ready. I'm gonna trade my earthly home for a better one, bright and fair. Christ left to prepare a mansion for the children in the air. I'll join him in that land where tears no sorrow can be found. When I receive a mansion, robe and crown, I want a mansion. tried to do. But one day I'll be rewarded with a crown so bright and new. I'll wear a smile so bright, there'll be no cause for a frown. When I see the mansion, robe and crown, I want a mansion. Give me a robe and a crown. Then love will always abound. Let me on your throne surround. Lord, please reserve a mansion. Robe and crown, I want a mansion. Give me a robe and a crown. Then love will always abound. Let me on your throne surround. Lord, please reserve a mansion, robe and crown. Our next selection will be Just a Little Talk with Jesus. Just a little talk with Jesus. I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. You know that it made my heart in love and wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus makes me whole. Now let us have it, and let us tell. Oh, he will hear our name, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel as your heart, don't you know you will find that Jesus makes it right. Sometimes my path seems dreary without a ray of cheer, and then a cloud of doubt may hide the light of day. The mist of sin may rise and hide the starry sky, but just a little talk with Jesus clears the way. Now let us have it, and let us tell. Oh, he will hear our name, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel as your heart, don't
Good morning. In preparation for today's message, I'd like to read to you from the book of Genesis, 4th chapter, starting at verse number 1. And the Bible reads, "And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground and offered unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance failed. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Please stand and be led in prayer by Brother Johnny.
Shall we pray? Most kind and righteous Father, we approach your throne with thanksgiving in our hearts. We're just so thankful, Father, to be here to fellowship one with the other. We ask you, Father, to forgive us of our sins, that we may enter to the worship free of them. We ask you, Father, to be with those that are traveling at this hour. Give them a safe trip to their destination. We ask you, Father, to be with our elders and deacons as they endeavor to shepherd the flock here at McElvin.
Yes.
Give them the strength and the encouragement and wisdom that they will need to oversee this body. We ask you, Father, to be with those that are sick among us. Be with those that are ministering to them, and if it's your will, they will receive a reasonable portion of health and once again will be able to appear in the assembly.
Yes.
We ask you, Father, to be with those that are in foreign lands teaching your word. We ask you to guide them and protect them, for we know that there are many places in the world today that you are not welcome.
Yes.
We ask you to strengthen them, give them the encouragement they will need to be bold in teaching your word to a lost and dying world.
Yes.
We ask you, Father, to be with our military men serving. We ask you to protect them, give them the wisdom to complete their task, and then they will be able to return to their loved ones here in the States.
Yes.
We ask you, Father, to be with Brother Mitchell as he comes before us shortly. We ask you to bless him, give him a ready recollection of the things that he has studied, that he may be able to rightly divide the word of truth.
Yes.
We ask you, Father, to be with us now as we enter into the worship. We ask you to guide us and protect us. These are all blessings we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, Lord. Give me of the Spirit.
Our next selection will be Hilltops of Glory. On one rejoicing, I tread life's way, higher and mighty, each passing day. Hilltops of glory, I rise in view, where
days, we wish we could hit the reset button. As we get off on the wrong foot, this happens, that happens, and then we just want to throw our hands up and say, I don't want to. But when we learn, in spite of our difficulties, to do our best anyway, situations change. They get better, not worse. But when you throw up your hands and say, I don't want to no more, it's definitely going to get worse. It is a blessed privilege to stand before the family of God here at McAlmont and have another opportunity to encourage us, to help us to live better lives, to serve in the King's kingdom. We appreciate those who have joined us on the live stream. We thank you for taking time out of your schedule to find out how we worship here at McAlmont. We want to encourage you not just to look at us on the internet, but come and join us and be with us and experience the joy and the love we share with one another as the family of God here. I know many of our young people don't need encouragement to know what they need to do. And usually mamas and daddies, they already know what to do. And when we fuss at them, it only makes it, well, it just makes us fuss more. But they already know what to do. If you remind them, you know what you're supposed to do, don't you? But we have some young people that haven't been here before and don't know what the young people are supposed to do. So what we like to do is have all our young people. This is Youth Sunday. We ask all our young people to come up to the front so we can get close to you, so we can connect with you, so we can make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're engaged in the message this morning. So mamas and daddies, send them this way. They already know what to do. They're already up there lined up. You see them looking beautiful and handsome, already in their places. But we want to encourage the rest of them to come this way. Send them this way, mamas, daddies. Send them this way. I'm going to trade my earthly home for that one right there. Christ left to prepare a mansion for his children in the air. I'll join him in that land where tears no sorrows can be found. When I see you, robe and crowns, I want a mansion. Genesis chapter 4, we see the first family developing,
Yes, sir.
growing, adding to their numbers. There are a lot of interesting factors about this first family. We've talked about Cain and Abel many times before in reference to the youth. Some things I've seen over the years, my tenure as youth minister here. Some young people, you give them this lesson and they get it and they grow from it. But they don't always pass it to the ones falling behind them.
All right.
And what will happen is the ones that come behind them miss that particular message. And what ends up happening is they miss the lessons and have to relearn the lessons that have already been taught. Because someone didn't pass along to them that came on before them. And then we scratch our heads and wonder why each generation is becoming worse than the previous generation. Challenges that we learn, that we work through, that we struggle through. We bumped our heads against the wall and we scraped our knees getting back up off the ground, trying to make sure we don't make that same mistake again. We don't pass those lessons learned on to the ones that come behind us. And then they have to repeat the same mistakes. Go through the same school of hard knocks. But I've learned the school of hard knocks gives some of the best lessons. You may end up with a few knots on your head, but you're going to learn your lesson one way or another, or you will have to repeat the lesson that was taught. Let's look at Genesis chapter 4. Let's start with verse 4. Abel brought the best parts from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord accepted Abel and his gift, but he did not accept Cain and his gift. So Cain became very angry and felt rejected. The Lord asked Cain, "Why are you angry? Why do you look so unhappy? If you do things well, I will accept you. But if you do not do them well, sin is ready to attack you. Sin wants you, but you must rule over it." This morning, our message is entitled, Celebrate Giving Your Best. Celebrate giving your best. Now, in order to celebrate giving your best, you're going to have to learn how to celebrate you.
Come on, Doc.
You know, everybody's not going to celebrate you. Everybody's not going to appreciate your contribution to the family, your contribution to your class, your contribution to community. So you will have to learn to celebrate yourself. Now, you ain't got to say amen, because I brought my own amens with me.
All right.
So say amen when you can. See, sometimes you just got to celebrate yourself. Ain't nobody going to give you a high five? High five yourself. I know I did a good job. You ain't got to pat me on the back. Sometimes I'm reason I pat my own.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not saying brag on what you're doing. Let your work speak for itself.
Yes, sir.
Others will appreciate it. But if nobody will high five you, there it is. High five yourself.
Yes, sir.
Be satisfied with the accomplishment you made because you know you gave your best. Or that B. Or that C. It's yours. You put the answers on the paper, whether you got them answers from somebody else yourself. You put the answer on the paper. And hopefully you did your homework and you studied and you prepared.
That's right.
And those answers are yours because you put in the work. But learn to celebrate yourself. Some of us, really just have a hard time doing that because we don't know how to do that. Because we can't celebrate ourselves because we don't even like ourselves. We don't like our situation. We don't like our clothes. We don't like our home. We don't like our family. And we find very little in life to celebrate. But if you look for the good, you will find some good to celebrate. And just the opposite of that, if you look for bad, you will find the bad to complain about. So it's all in what you look for and the attitude you're using to look for. So look for the good and you will find it. Celebrate your gifts. Celebrate your gifts. Sometimes we forget that we do have some gifts to celebrate. We do have some things about us that are good, that we do like, that can make a difference. When you celebrate your gifts, you find the things you enjoy that bring benefit. Let's look at Cain and Abel again. Abel was a shepherd. He would tend the flock. Cain was a farmer. Brothers, Same parents, same mom and dad, but had different talents, different gifts. My gifts may not be your gifts. But don't be mad at me because of my gifts. Don't hate on me because I shine in my gifts. Don't throw shade on my gifts because my gifts are great. Celebrate your own gifts. Look for the things you're good at doing besides playing video games. Now, don't get me wrong. It's some serious gamers out here that, get paid for playing video games. They go to world tournaments and get sponsors, and companies really go all out to promote these gamers because they make the game look good. And some of y'all was up till 4 o'clock this morning playing Fortnite. But you're not going to get paid for the time you're putting on Fortnite. The challenge is, look for gifts that will benefit you in the future. Well, brother, you can get paid for. Right now, it's wrong. It's an industry that's wrong. But you're so busy playing video games that your grades are dropping. You can't do your best in school because you're up all night playing games. The challenge is for us to find our talents that benefit not just us, but those around us. Grow in them. Make sure what you're doing is going to make a difference for you in the future. Yeah, playing video games is a stress reliever because you don't like who you are. You don't like how you look. You don't like your situation. You don't like your home. You don't like your family. You don't like much of anything. But you love playing video games. And you find great joy in it. But I guarantee you this. If you look for the good in those around you, you look for the good in you. You look for, and sometimes it don't take but just one thing. You don't have to have a whole list of things that I like this, and I like that, and I like this, and I like that. Just find one. Just find one thing. And make sure that one thing is the very best it can be. If you find just one thing about you that you like, and you make sure that is the very best thing about you, what you'll find out is other things will associate with that, and they will get better too. It's amazing how that works. When you grow good in one area, it builds a foundation for you to grow good in other areas too. One of the things that you have to do is look for the good. Everybody say, look for the good. Look for the good. Everybody say, look for the good. Look for the good. Everybody say, look for the good. Look for the good. Because if you look for the good, I guarantee you will find it. Amen. So celebrate giving your best. Sadly, many young people don't know what that looks like because they've never had to give their best before. They have no idea what it means to struggle through challenges. They have no idea when they hit one hurdle and they trip over it, and they fall down and roll around on the ground. They're done. I don't want to play no more. I'm not good at this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm throwing the towel. But the very best have failed many times before they got better. The only difference is they didn't give up. They kept on pushing. They kept on trying. But some young people don't know what it means to dig deep. They don't know what it means to give your best effort. They don't know what it means to struggle, to push through the challenge. Because they've never seen anybody do it before. Moms and daddies don't tell them the struggles they had to pay the bills. They try to protect the children. They don't want you to know. But what happens is you do our children a disservice when they don't know the value of a dollar. When a child does not know how much a dollar costs, they will tell you to write a check for everything. And use your credit card for everything. PayPal, everything. They don't know how much money is in their account. They don't know how many hours you had to work to put that money in the account. They don't know how much you had to sacrifice just to keep that money in your account so you can keep the lights on. And they can have something to eat and some heat in the wintertime. And when they don't know how much a dollar costs, they will waste your money. They'll stand there with the refrigerator open. Right. walk away. When they don't know how much a dollar costs, they will waste your money. We have to teach our children how to push past the pain, how to work through the struggle, how to do more than just try. I heard this saying years ago, nothing beats a failure but a try. I don't agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why. I've heard this saying, I agree with this more than I agree with that. When you try and you lie. Brother Mitchell, what are you saying? I've learned that when a person says, I'm trying, and you investigate a little bit further, they thought about it. But they ain't got nothing to do with money. I tried. Well, what did you do?
All right.
I tried. Then ask them this question. Ask them this question. Then what did you do? And when they give you that answer, ask them this. Then what did you do?
All right.
And when they answer that question, then ask them this. Then what did you do? Usually, after the first or second, what did you do? Then what did you? The answer is this: I tried. But what did you do? If you're not actively working toward accomplishing your goal, you ain't done nothing. You just thought about it, and then put enough thought in it to move you into action. So trying is lying.
All right.
Put some work to it. Listen. A lot of times we say we try, and y'all say try. No, this side over here. This side. Y'all say try. When you lie. But if you put some you know what I'm talking about? So you ever try to push something and it was heavier than you thought it was? I have to push harder. And then you got to dig deeper. You got to take a deep breath. And you got to tighten up and find some, what they used to call, they don't use this term, you don't hear this anymore, some intestinal fortitude. You got to use some intestinal fortitude. I mean, you got to tighten up and grit your teeth and push with everything you got. And you just push through it. So y'all say, Y'all say try. You got to put some behind it. Y'all got to put some and just say No, with some strength. Put some That's what y'all want to get there. Come here, y'all try. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a nice strong There you go. Now y'all Now what you get is trying.
All right. I got you.
Think about it on your way home. You'll get it. Nike would say, just do it. My Star Wars fans will remember Yoda. Yoda says there is no try. Do or do not. But there is no try. In the movie Amistad, that was 1997, I believe that movie came out, 1997. And there was a conversation between those imprisoned slaves that were on trial because they took over the Amistad ship. And there was a translator that was trying to translate what the attorney was doing for those who were in prison. And the attorney didn't do a very good job of winning over the court. And so the translator was telling the imprisoned, Cinque was his name, he was in prison. He was telling him, the instant was translated, he said, but I tried to do it. He said, I cannot translate that. No, translate what I said. He said, I cannot. He said, why can't you translate it? Because try is not in our language.
Yes, sir.
Either you do what you say you're going to do or you do not. Either you do or you do not. There is no try. I cannot translate try. If we take that out of our vocabulary,
All right, preacher.
just remove the try altogether. And in everything we do, we work hard. We put some into it. You will always be satisfied that you did your best.
Come on, preacher.
You'll always be satisfied. So if you've never seen anybody do it before, you do it and see what happens. You'll become a better you after the first time you do it. You'll be like, I didn't know I could do that. I never knew that was possible. See, some of us never try things because we've never seen it happen before. And so we don't even think it's possible. Every year I show our graduating high school seniors a video at the beginning of the year. I showed them a YouTube video of a young man from Atlanta who literally graduated a millionaire, a multimillionaire. He was a valedictorian of his class. He had all A's, but he applied for so many scholarships and got so many scholarships. He literally graduated high school a millionaire. I never knew that was possible. I wish somebody had showed me that when I was in high school. I'd be a millionaire now. You mean I could be a millionaire for making A's? All I got to do is make A's? And somebody pay me $1 million? Yes, sir. See, what you don't understand is once you finish paying for your tuition, your books, your room and board, your food, what's left over is yours. Now you buy your mama a car. You got, instead of having to buy a car to send you off to school, you buy them a car. Thank you, mama. You paying off the bills, paying off the house note. Thank you, daddy. You pay them for taking care of you all this time instead of you continue to be mercy. Okay, move on, Brother Mitchell. Okay, I will. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. The mindset. Do you have the mindset of Abel, or do you have the mindset of Cain? In John chapter verse 12. John chapter 3, verse 12. Do not be like Cain, who belonged to the evil one and killed his brother. And why did he kill him? See, before I read this years ago, before I read this, I was taken up for Cain.
All right.
Because I'm like, look, Cain did bring an offering. He brought, you know, that was his talent. He was a farmer, so he brought something. So I don't understand why God wouldn't accept his offering. And then you think about it. You did what you could do.
All right. Good.
That's your talent. You did what you could do. And so since you did what you could do, I'm going to use my talent to glorify God. I'm going to offer my talent to the Lord. And so I did my part. And then it still wasn't accepted. I don't understand. Because I tried. And I did something. I brought something. I tried. I come my best wasn't good enough. How I come up what I did, my country, I brought something just like my brother did. Just because he brought some sheep and them and all that. How's that better than my grain and my fruit and all my stuff that I brought? How's his talent better than my talent? It ain't fair. It ain't right. You respect him, he don't respect me. How am I supposed to go out and get some sheep and kill some sheep too?
All right.
That ain't right. That's not my talent. I ain't good at that. The sheep don't like me. And I don't like the sheep. That's why I'm out here in the field digging and tilling. I'm bringing fruit. I'm bringing weeds. Getting rid of the weeds. I got some grains to see so we can make some bread. This stuff is good to eat. What's wrong with my gifts? Your attitude.
Come on. All right. There.
It's your attitude. Somebody had to give you something, and when you gave it to them, they did this. Huh? Well, I don't know if I need to say thank you or not. You ever have somebody say, I'm sorry like this? Well, I'm sorry. Really? See, now, okay, now you get it. You're not sorry. The gift you just gave me, you did it because you had to, not because you. So when I read this scripture in John 3, verse 12, it helped me understand the problem with Cain. And why did he kill him? Why did he kill, after all of that, he killed his brother? Sometimes we make bad situations worse. You already didn't do what you're supposed to do. And you had an attitude when you did. And now you're going to start a fight with somebody else that ain't got nothing to do with what you did and why you didn't get the approval. See, sometimes we hurt others because we're hurt. Sometimes when we are not satisfied, we don't like ourselves. We don't like how we look. We don't like our family. We don't like where we live. We don't like our clothes. We don't like our situation. And so we take that out on others that don't deserve it, that didn't do anything to engage you in your wrath. And because you're upset about your situation, your life, you're going to mess somebody else's life up. And truth be told, that's why we have a lot of killings, a lot of shootings. Because people don't like who they are, they don't like where they are, and they don't like what's going on around them. Instead of making a bad situation better, they make bad situations worse. And when there is no hope, violence follows. When there is no hope, violence follows. So Cain didn't have any hope that it would get better. Because if he had hope that things would get better, he would have done the things to make it better. But his attitude, when you're looking at everything with a negative attitude, when you're always looking for the bad, you will find it. As a matter of fact, not only will you find it, you'll create more bad stuff. And things will constantly get worse, And not doing anything to make it better makes everybody miserable. So here's why did Cain kill him? Because the things Cain did were evil. And the things his brother did were good. Some people are just evil. That's the bottom line. They want to argue with you not because they got a valid point, but because they're evil. I learned that this week. This guy wanted to argue with me. I'm like, why are we arguing about this? Why are you raising your voice? I'm not raising my voice. I had to look at somebody else in my imagine. What? And then it dawned on me, because he's evil. Because he's evil. And you know what I did? I told him, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But what's interesting is when you're looking for the good and you're looking for the way to make it better, I did this. Then what did you do? This, and there was only one guy that could do it. I said, well, you telling me there's only one guy that can do all of this? Just one. You just got one guy here that can do all of this. I said, well, what if we asked one guy to take 5 minutes to do this? And it was like a light bulb went off. Because he was giving me excuses why he couldn't do it. And the light bulb went off. I didn't think about that. And you know what he did? He said, well, he may be gone to lunch. Well, I said, well, let's go find him before he leaves then. And you know what he did? He took off looking for him. But I've learned that when people give you excuses and you give them solutions to their excuses, and if they're good, they'll want to do something about it. If not, they'll argue with you why they can't do it. And everybody ain't out for good. And everybody's not out for your good. So some people you just have to tell them, don't even worry about it. Because it's not going to get better. I heard this saying a long time ago, and I have to remind myself of this all the time. When you argue with a fool, both of you look bad. Because you're not going to win that argument. Because he's going to throw out false facts, exaggerated results, misinformation. And you go back and forth with him all day long. He gonna make up stuff the more you talk to him. You know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. We're not even gonna play this game. We're not gonna play it because you're evil. And I can see it. And I'm not gonna look bad trying to fix this with you. I'm just gonna do something different. And I've learned when you do something different, your stress level goes down. So sometimes when we argue with young people and you arguing back and forth with your parents, sometimes it's just best to say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and go on and do it. You heard somebody clear their throat. They say it again, Brother Mitchell. That should have been a bunch of amens popping up on the screen after that. That ain't no. So listen. Sometimes the best and easiest solution is just to say, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You think they crazy anyway. You think you know more than that. That ain't them amens, though. That's what you think. That don't mean it's true. That's just what you think. You think she crazy. She crazy because you made her that way. Because you won't act right. Because you want to talk back. It don't matter whether or not you finish looking in the refrigerator to find something. She said close the door. Say, yes, ma'am, close the door and go drink some water. No more arguing. But if you stand there about, I can't find nothing to eat in the refrigerator full, see, it's different when you say, ain't nothing, I can't find anything to eat, and there's nothing in there. We say, I can't find nothing to eat, and we moving stuff over. What you mean is I can't find anything that I want. What you bought me to eat is not what I wanted. That's right. But I didn't have 5 on it in the beginning. All right. Move on, Brother Mitchell. Okay, all right, that ain't. Have mercy, Lord. If you look at Abel, the way his name is spelled, A-B-E-L. I look at that and sometimes I would spell it the wrong way. I would spell it like A-B-L-E. Because he was able to do his task. He had a different mindset. He had a mindset of, I can do it. And I will. And I will do my best in making it happen. Because it said he gave the best, the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof. He gave his best at the beginning. He did his best at first. Some of us don't do our best till we've exhausted all excuses and we done got 2 or 3 whoopings and then we finally decide we're going to do our best. You could have avoided all that if you done your best at the very beginning, at the first. You do your work. You did at the beginning. Man, if you get all A's the first semester in freshman English, what's the math class? What's the freshman math class? College algebra. You do. And then when the harder classes come along, them A's that you built at the beginning will support some of them C's and D's. Won't help them emphasis though, but it'll help them C's and D's. But you do your best at first. And when those other classes come, they will be easy. But if you don't do your best at the beginning, Lord have mercy, you'll be doing good if they don't put you out. How do I know? I got put out of school because I was. Don't act like y'all have always been in here with halos and wings on your back. Some of y'all halos is dented now. I blew 2 engineering scholarships because I was trying to do too much other than what I was supposed to do. Partying, kicking it. Kicked it hard. The party didn't start till I got there. And I shut it down when I left. Brother Mitch always gave his best. Well, he was doing good or doing, but he always did his best. But if you do your best in the good things, life gets easier. When I figured that out, I had to start all over to get it right. That's a shame. You burned 2 years of college, really 3 years of college to start over. I got it though, because I had a 4.0 when I started over. The school of hard knocks, that you don't have to learn a hard way. Learn from my mistakes, so you don't have to repeat it. Because you can't make all the mistakes, because some of these mistakes will kill you. So learn from others, so you can be better because of it. The attitude of Abel has a mindset of I can, I'm able to do it. The attitude of Cain was an attitude of can't, making excuses. Even when he was faced with his God, where is your brother, Cain? Am I my brother's keeper? Not only did he lie to God, but he got smart with it. Am I supposed to be keeping up with him? You're the one that killed him. Right. Am I my brother's keeper? His blood is crying out to me from the grave. Yeah. The first CSI case. Yeah. His DNA identified him. His blood was crying out from the grave. You did it, Cain. You don't. Mindset. If your mindset is able, you won't make excuses of why it can't be done. You will look for ways that it can. When you eliminate the excuses, you find reasons to succeed. And even when you don't want to do it anyway. That's right. And you'll be better for it. As a matter of fact, you'll be glad it's over. Well, I'm glad I went on and got that done. You'll be better for it. The attitude. I want to encourage us to adopt the Abel attitude. And it will quickly become apparent that those who have the Cain are the negative attitude. When you adopt the Abel attitude, you will see clearly those who have the Cain mindset or a negative mindset. When you dig deeper into understanding why they have the negative mindset, it is because they really don't want to. Then they will throw out excuse after excuse of why they can't do it. But they'll say, I tried. And you ask them, did you do this? Then what did you do? Then what did you do? When you have the attitude of Abel, you see the good in the work that needs to be done, and you will keep working on it until you accomplish your goal. I need to say that again. When we have the attitude of Abel, when you have the attitude of Abel, you see the good in the work that needs to be done. And you'll keep working on it until you accomplish your goal. Then God will celebrate you. Then God will celebrate you because you have left a legacy worth celebrating. Let's look at Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4. Hebrews 11, verse 4. Yes, sir. It was by faith that Abel offered God a better sacrifice than Cain did. God said he was pleased with the gifts Abel offered and called Abel a good man. Because of his faith, Abel died, but through his faith, he is still speaking. Yes, sir. So do something worth celebrating. Abel's not here, gone and dead for over a millennium. But we are still celebrating his good works. We're still celebrating his good and his best effort because he gave the best at the beginning with the first of his flock and the fat thereof. He gave the best and the very best he had. You can't give your best without doing your best. Sometimes it seems that our best just ain't good enough because no one celebrates us, or no matter what we do, we always are being criticized. This just makes us want to give up. Throw your hands up at the beginning. Remember we said that? Yep. Nothing's going right. Plan A didn't work. Plan B didn't work. I ain't have plan C. That's why I always have to back up to the back up to the back up to the back up. I might have to bring a different tablet every time, but I got to back up. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about that. This morning, I couldn't find my tablet. I threw the house up looking, me and me looking for my tablet. That's all right. I got a bag. I said, if I got to use my phone, I'm going to preach this sermon. Your attitude twisted up, and you get the man talking mean. I may have been a little rough with my wife this morning. Y'all pray for me. I didn't mean it, baby. I just feel like I need to apologize right now for some reason. I probably need to. Lord have mercy. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sure my attitude was twisted up. It's funny how when we look back, when we apply God's word to us, I'm all right with getting it right because I want to go to heaven. I'll sit up here and say all day, but since I've sinned and I repented of my sin, I'm going to fix that thing because I want to go to heaven. Y'all talk about me all you want to after we say amen. I'm going to do what I got to do to get to heaven. Y'all better catch up. Y'all just talk about it on your way home, you'll figure it out. Hebrews 11:4. Let's skip down Philippians 2. I need to close. I got an amen now. Philippians 2:12 through 15. We'll close. It's history what will amen, but that's all right. Verse 12. My dear friends, you have always obeyed God when I was with you. It is even more important that you obey and complete your salvation with fear and trembling. Because God is working in you to help you want to do and be able to do what pleases Him. Some of us aren't doing our best because we're not tapping into our connection with God, our connection with the Creator. We don't realize we got some help in our life situation. We're not praying when we're struggling. Sometimes all the time we pray is when we're struggling. Mercy. But some of us don't even think to pray when times are hard. Instead of praying, we cuss. Instead of praying, we throwing stuff. Instead of praying, we punching somebody. That's why I tell you, don't talk about it, just pray for it. But we don't realize the connection we have with God, that He wants you to succeed. God wants you to be awesome. He's looking for the greatness that come out of you because He's already invested greatness in you. All right. The only reason why you're not great is because you're not trying to be great. Trying to be great at the wrong thing. All right. Is the problem. You try to be great at the right things, you'll flourish. You'll blossom. You'll be a superstar. How do you know, Brother Mitchell? Because he says this. Do everything, verse 14, without complaining or arguing. Then you will be innocent and without any wrong. So if you do everything without arguing, complaining, and you're doing your best, you'll be innocent. Then he says this. You will be God's children without fault. But you are living with crooked and mean people. You already told y'all some evil folk out here. All around you. Among whom you shine like stars in the dark world. That's a beautiful thing. So you will be a superstar if you invest your greatness in the right things. If you work and do your best at everything without arguing, without complaining, without talking back to mom and dad, just do it. Say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and do it to the best of your ability. You'll be a superstar. You'll shine like stars in a dark world. Satan wants to stop you before you gain momentum and being a superstar. But don't you stop. Whatever you do, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Because if you don't give up, you'll gain momentum. As long as you're here, Satan, it don't take a lot of effort for Satan to stop you when you're standing still. He can just throw distractions in your way and you won't move. But as soon as you start moving toward God, there's a scripture that says when you draw nigh to God, He'll draw nigh to you. And if we truly believe that, we will be like Nelly and Celie in The Color Purple. We be running, Nelly, Celie. We be running to God. Jesus, God help me, because I need somebody. I want to be close to you. We'll be running if we truly believe. If we truly believe that, we come running to God. Because God won't help you if God is not in you. He says He puts in you the will and the want to and the can do to please Him. He puts that in you, but if you ain't got Him in you, He's not going to give it to you. He's not going to put clean water in a dirty glass. Because now the water dirty. You clean up your glass, he'll put something worth in it, worth having. And that's what happens in baptism. The glass is clean, and he fills your cup with the Holy Spirit. And then he will help you do what he wants you to do, to please him. You got all the help in the creator of the universe in you. So there's really nothing you can't do for the Lord. That's why Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. You can do it. With the Lord's help, you're doing the right thing the right way. Greatness will appear. But you don't get that greatness. Now, you will never be as great as you could be without God. If you want it, you can have it today. The water's ready. Heaven's ready. Today, we'll celebrate you giving your best to God.
That's right.
You need to hear that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, that he died on the cross for our sins, that he was buried and rose again the third day according to the scriptures. 1 Corinthians 15, verses 1 through 4. Not only do you need to hear that, you must believe it to be true. Jesus said, except you believe that I am he, ye shall die in your sins. So we must believe that Jesus is the Son of God. And then repent of our sins, Luke 13:3. Except you repent, ye shall all likewise perish. Not only repent, but we must confess that Jesus is the Son of God. Just like the Ethiopian eunuch did in Acts chapter 8. He said, I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. He was baptized and went on his way rejoicing, knowing he had obeyed the will of the Father according to the scriptures. Today, if you're not a Christian, you ought to be. Tap into the creator of the universe and watch greatness appear, because you're going to do your best to make heaven your home. And everything the hands of a righteous man does is blessed. So I have the attitude of Abel. Do your best and watch God create greatness in you.
Amen.
Today, if you're not a Christian, you ought to be. Maybe you are a Christian, you need some prayer to help you get to where you need to be. We want to stand and sing a song of encouragement. Why don't you come this way as the Savior says, come as we stand and sing.